We're live. Time. Hello.
Yes, you're there, but I'm trying to go live.
We're live. I think we're live already.
We're live. Okay, good. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm saying cancel the live stream. I said, no, we don't want to cancel it. Go live. So we must have been a minute over. And you know what? I had not really realized that. But that's okay. We're here. We are back here today. Welcome, Revneet. Welcome. And my
Thank
screen is
you.
green. And I didn't want my screen green. So I'm just going to switch over my screen. Get it back to its
Okay.
natural. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you all of a sudden. For some
You
reason,
cannot?
no, I can't. So what I'm going to get you to do is back out and come back in again.
Okay.
Welcome, everyone. For anyone that is pulling up, um, of course, the moment that we go live, we've got some difficulties, but we're not going to let that stop us. We are here. We showed up today. Please bear through. What we have going on here. You are still down.
I'm hearing an echo. So I'm hearing my
You know what I'm
voice.
going to do is I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. Can you hear anything?
Hello.
Hello?
Do you hear me?
I can barely hear you again.
There's an echo. I can hear you fine. But every time
Is
there's
that
an
why?
echo, there's usually your alerts on or something. So do you want to check it out?
You think it's on my end?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with us, folks. We are live, and I see we have a guest in the house.
Let's
However,
see.
we are dealing with some technical difficulties. So now I know that if I try and leave, it's going to cancel the stream. So I really don't want to do that.
Okay. That's fine.
At the same time, I'm not really sure what's going on.
That's fine.
Do not know what's going on. Why I can. Okay, say something again.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
People
Wow.
in the chat, uh, can you hear us okay?
Can yeah, tell me if you can hear us. Anyone that is currently
Somebody.
in this chat, tell me if you can have a if you're having a problem hearing myself or Revni, because she says she can hear me very clear. I can see her, however, her volume is very low right now. If someone could just let me know before we get into it,
I can
because
rejoin that.
you want to try and rejoin again? Try and rejoin again. Let's try that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get this worked out. Maybe this is telling me that I just need to be more persistent, stay and being persistent. Do not give up. And I'm not going to give up. I was looking forward to today's conversation. It's not so intense. Just waiting for her to rejoin. Hopefully, everyone's having a great Wednesday. The sun is shining here in good old Nova Scarcity, and the temperature is actually beautiful right now, and it's more than a doable.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Now, same thing.
There's an echo.
There isn't there. You hear the echo,
Yeah.
and
I did.
well, shall we continue to push through, or
Yeah. Let's roll. You
Okay,
might have
that's fine.
to, and isn't your phone connected to the speaker or something? I don't know.
No,
No. Can you raise
no.
the volume on your side?
Can I raise the volume on my phone?
Yeah, so
Are
that
you
you
having a
can,
hard time hearing me?
so you can hear me okay. I'm okay.
Okay, you can hear me okay? It's just you that's low right
Okay.
now. Cause I
Okay.
can I can I can hear you, but I'll keep my ear open. And if I have to go inside, I will go inside if I got to, so that I can hear you. But
Okay.
welcome everyone, and if you are just joining, um, welcome, 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 and welcome Revney, and thank you for showing up again today. Um,
Yeah.
Today's a little bit
Hi,
different. We
Jack.
usually have a particular topic that we have uh, to present, but there is no particular topic today. And actually, you know what? I wanted to have more of a chit chat and something that was just more low key, because many of the conversations that we do have are very intense conversations. And usually it takes a lot emotionally and mentally to make it through a lot of our conversations. That's just how deep that they can go. And I thought there's a need to change it up. So I thought in changing it up, I was going to harvest the energies that's going on with the planets that are aligned, because we are in the Lionsgate portal. It is definitely in full effect. We are at the 12th. There are the 7 planets that have lined up. So it's a great time for manifestation. Some of us are getting our manifestation. Some of us are receiving our karma. So there's a lot of things that's going on right now. You probably have noticed those energies too this past week. Certainly I have. And they have been very intense. Intense in the sense that you are often found yourself in thoughts of I won't say reminiscing, but things being drawn from the past, going over things that you will have already worked on, but you know what, they need refining. Or there's a closure. If it's not a closure, you will have found yourself in this past cycle, relieving yourself of a lot of things and people. And what do I mean by that? You've made it that distance. So it's definitely a different season. And as I said about that intensity of that those planets being lined up in the current portal that we are in, the Lionsgate portal, it is a very intense one. I personally have been woken up, I would say almost every day this past week at the same time or time frame, within a minute or two's difference. And when I tell you I've been woken up, I have been woken up out of a dead sleep. I thought I went to bed last night thinking that, you know what, I was going to have me a great night's sleep. I didn't. Like clockwork, 2:32. I woke up because it's been between 2:30
Yeah.
and 2:33. Now, if you know anything about me and if you've been following this channel, then you definitely know that I am into numerology. I'm not great in terms of my full understanding of it, but I definitely know that numbers are what's ruling this planet. And that if you see repeated numbers, those numbers all have a significant spiritual meaning. And what it's telling me, those numbers, is that I need to keep pushing forward, and because we are about to give birth. So, you know, uh, any stagnancy, it ain't no time for being stagnant. So, also, I'm using that energy to switch it up some and have a good conversation. Not that the conversations aren't good on here, because they are, but I wanted to make it a lighter one. And I wanted to talk about something good. And for those of you that do follow me and have been following our lives, you definitely know that I am a TikTok girl. Yeah, that's where I get some of my content ideas. And social media, period. I use it for, I'm going to say, the positive. And you hear us talk about a lot of the negative things that are going on out there on this planet, but there are so many good things happening at this time. And this one particular individual that I want to do some talking about today. I'm just going to give you a brief description. His name is Damon Darling. He's a well-known comedian now. He has truly changed his life around. He's got his own story. But one of the things that this guy does is he goes out and he just blesses people inside the community. And he does it in such a way that it leaves people with their dignity. Because, yeah, he does have the cameras rolling. But I just wanted to highlight and share that guy today. But before I do, what do you think? What do you think about today's topic? Because we haven't really even talked about it that much.
Um, yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm
Let's do
excited to
it.
see.
Let's do it. Yeah, this gentleman is exactly what I will call him. For those of you that don't know him, I am going to share a video with you, just him at his work. But here's the deal: he goes out, he pays for people's gas, he goes out and he pays for people's groceries. Now, this is a man that went from, he had his battles in this life. He learned his lessons. He built his life to where it is. And he's turning every lesson and helping to change the lives of other people. And I think that, I'm using this guy because he's an inspiration for all of us. I think that we can all take the time and be a part of changing someone's life in some kind of way. And maybe we are changing one another's life in some kind of way. But I just wanted to highlight this guy and share him with you. So I am going to drum up a video
Bluetooth mode
and share it with you. So bear with me, folk. Bear with me. I want to get him in front of you, so I am not just talking. Okay, let me turn this down until I get the video that I want. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I need to learn to navigate this one. You know, some folk,
Okay.
I've saved some videos, and I'm learning to get into how I get into those saved videos. Like most of you, I am not that savvy. So I'm hoping that you can hear this. But this is the gentleman.
You know you're not allowed.
That I'm talking
Why ain't
about.
I? I'm just buying people's groceries. Know, man. You're not allowed in any Walmart. Well, actually, the police officer said that isn't true though. That's not what the police have to say about it. This is Walmart. And the store manager said I could be in here. I just spoke to her. You spoke. Yeah. Do you know who I am? Mm-hmm. Do you want me to leave? No. Oh, okay. You sure? I don't want no trouble. I don't want no problems. Thank you. It's not the store manager. Well, she said she was the highest one in charge right now. And I said, can I buy people's groceries, bud? And she said, yeah. I'm just helping people. It's hard out here. I understand. I just don't know where I'm going to go. Walmart is where the people need me. Target don't need me, man.
Now I'm going to stop the video right there because that's not the actual one that I wanted to lead with, but I'm going to think this is a good one because this is a guy that is out there doing great things inside of his community. And that's what he does. He goes into Walmart, he walks up to people, engages them, and then he asks to pay for their purchases. Walmart is currently having a problem with him doing that. He has been currently asked to leave 3 Walmarts. And I just thought, isn't that strange? And the other thing is how, because in this one particular video, there was a woman that became angry because she thought that he was filming her. And I'm thinking, it just lets you know where we are at in this world. This is crazy. Even when you want to do good in Walmart, a big conglomerate like Walmart, who is known for usually their cheaper prices and that, you would think that they might like that. However, it's I'm going to just continue on with the video. So that's what's going on inside this video. They're asking him to leave from doing this. So I'm just going to continue on and play the full video. Do you hear the video? First of all, you do.
They got money.
I understand.
You know?
But
I'll leave. You want me to leave? I'll leave. I don't want no trouble.
Well, it's like it puts me in a spot because
Yeah.
that's what it is on corporate.
Yeah.
That you've been.
Is that my served? I've been served.
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna serve me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Something else. But
Well, can I bribe you? I'm clown. I wouldn't do that.
No.
I'm gonna leave, man. I'm gonna head out.
I mean,
I don't want no
like I
trouble.
said, the store manager is here. She probably has no idea what's going on.
Well,
Something they can make
I'm gonna
that
take
call
it to the
on.
Supreme Court.
I mean, the Columbus police has no right to say any of that.
Well, let's work together. Can you get me back in?
I mean,
Hey, how
this
you
is
going?
something that you would have to do.
Okay. But
would
could you
have to
help?
Approach. I mean,
Do you write a
the
letter of
I can
recommendation?
do the paperwork.
Okay. Are
And
you?
this is private property.
Well, I don't want no problems. I'll leave. I'm heading out.
It's not up to me to make that corporate call.
That's
You've
all right.
already-
It's okay. I'm out of here. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it,
I'm gonna.
and I'm gonna let you keep your job too after I buy it.
Okay.
Because that's the kind.
I'm going to stop it. Because every time I hear that video, it makes me think about the world and why things do not get done. Because what is one of the things that you heard him talk about in there? Corporate America. We wonder why I'm sitting up here thinking, you know what, why the homeless aren't being reached. Why are there certain sectors going still hungry? Why are there certain medical needs and all of these things not being met? And I don't believe that there's because, you know what, there's a whole bunch of people out there. I think we have a lot of people out there that are wanting to do the right thing and make the changes. And they're making those changes by just their personal life and what they're personally doing. But it tells you that what that tells me is that there's a whole other level that wants to prevent that from happening. But what do you think?
I think people are just scared of losing their jobs, and most of the people are just living in 9 to 5 per hourly jobs. um Survival mode just gets the worst out of us, I think. um but like you said, it's it's people personally, individually, that are making the changes. Or And I think that's the best we can do right now. I mean, we want to change things at the collective level, but I think we need to start looking at each of our roles, which is much bigger than the people sitting at the top. I'm just saying. Um, but this is, I actually really liked that person, because
What
that's
was
what we
that?
wanted. I really liked knowing about that person, because there's so many people who need help, and just look at what you can do around yourself. And I think that's what we are here for. It's a social media that has made up this image of like things are out of our control, but they're not really. We need to start going back to our immediate surroundings. So this is good. It's great.
Random acts of kindness.
Yes.
Random acts of kindness, which I do believe create a rippling effect. Because he's got
Yeah.
many videos out there. There have been many people that follow him. And that also I think from it have paid it forward. Um, there's another video that I will be sharing with you, but it's a young gentleman. When I say young gentleman, this is a teenager who helped his elderly neighbor who he saw was in need of help, just putting out his garbage. And by that one act, it built up a relationship. It's a bit of it's one of those beautiful stories, is what I will say, that we're not often hearing, because oftentimes when we hear about young people today, it's often expressed in a negative stance or that they're lost. And I personally have not ever believed that. I believe that they're trying to find their way. They're trying to, but there are many out there. They are maybe are not being promoted on the media the same way, but there are good, loving, honest young people who are out there trying to do the right thing. That's another thing. So money isn't my whole point to this. Is in that story, it's not about money. It was about an act of kindness, which he sees this elderly gentleman struggling to put his garbage can out. And that one random act of kindness ends up turning into a relationship. And the powerfulness about this relationship is that this elderly couple that lived next door to this young man, their daughter is like 3 hours away. So she has the want and she would love to be able to check in on her parents. But when she finds out about this young man, it's a powerful dynamic. And I think that, maybe you are that person inside your neighborhood, or you have been that person in some kind of a way. So I guess what I'm saying is this, because we talk a lot about wanting to isolate and not really wanting to be around people. It is a time. It is the time. Not everybody's bad.
Yeah.
And I think it's very, very important to keep that in mind, that, you know what, the rippling effect of kindness can go a very long way. Very long way.
Yeah.
In terms of, which is lining up the next video. So I am going to share it with you because I've done talked about it enough.
What's wrong?
So bear with me.
The woman on the left was in absolute shock when she found out what this kid on the right was doing. Was in absolute shock when she found out what this kid on the right was doing to her elderly parents. The woman on the left was in absolute shock when she found out what this kid on the right was doing to her elderly parents. So this all went down in Virginia. Tiki Edwards has elderly parents, Trent and Cian. Tiki lives a few hours away from them, and she feels bad because she's not able to see them as much as she would like, and she's not there to care for them. Because as they age, they start to have more health issues and more mobility issues, and she really just feels bad that she's not there to look after them. So she makes it a point to see them more often, and during one of her visits, she can't believe what their neighbor had been doing. So this is 15-year-old Romillion Mitchell. He lives right across the street from Trent and Cian. One morning, he sees Trent outside struggling to bring in his garbage can. Romillion walks across the street and asks Trent if he could be of assistance. He brings his can in for him, and Trent is so thankful. From that day on, every single morning, Romillion would walk across the street, knock on the door, and see if there's anything he can do for Trent and Cian. He would go to the grocery store with them, help them with their groceries. He would cut their grass. He kept bringing in their trash cans. He was doing odd things around the home. Any and everything that they needed, Romillion took care of. When Tiki showed up and heard about all of these things, she was so thankful and so grateful, and she couldn't believe this kid's actions. During her visit, her mother Cian was hospitalized, and Romillion even came to the hospital. While he was there, he broke down in tears because he felt so bad about her condition. And that's when Tiki snapped these photos. Vermillion is a fine young man full of integrity, character, kindness, and compassion. And I want to give him the biggest shout out ever.
So I'm going to stop it there. So that's a shout out to that young man. In case somebody else, I'm letting you know I see you. Young one, I am very proud of you. Damon, darling, I see you too. And here's what I'm going to say. We all can become a Damon, darling. We all can become that young person. That is what's going to change this planet into something greater.
Yeah. I think it's just being very sensitive to people around you. And it's not about the big stuff like, these videos where it's just little stuff that actually makes people feel seen and supported. It's beautiful. Thanks
It
for sharing.
is. Which you just said that people need to feel supported.
Yeah.
People need to feel supported. Each one, teach one. If you don't see it happening, you be that one. You be that one. Create what is missing.
Yeah.
And that kind of has to be a conscious, you have to be conscious of that every day, I think. Every day. Aware of what's going on around you.
Yeah. I think it's like when we slow down, we need to slow down also. Um, in general, just the way we live, when we slow down, we observe more and we listen more. Um, Even on today's walk, I just usually take my earphones. Today I didn't. I just wanted to be present. Just that really opens you up to the world around you rather than being in your own head, right?
I used to walk with my headphones all the time because I used to have music. Used to have music just to part of that for me was an avoidance. I just didn't really want to deal with
Yeah.
the people. I just put the headphones on. But I realized how much of my walk I was missing out on because there's something
Yeah.
hearing the brook run, hearing the birds, even
Yeah.
being observant to really what's going on around you, which I think is definitely important. It might not even be so wise today to be walking with your
Yeah.
headphones on. Yeah. But yeah, two powerful stories that I definitely wanted to bring to the floor and I wanted to share. Like I said, I think that our conversations are very intense sometimes. And I know that I can be a very intense woman. So I wanted to show that there's a lighter side to this. So I needed the lighter side. I needed the lighter side because that's the thing also that when you are trying to manifest something, if you stay in conversations that are heavy, deep, and unresolved, it does not put you into a manifesting spirit because each one of those conversations, they definitely draw upon your spirit. So that's something that I'm being more mindful of as I go throughout this journey. That I'm not going to say that you're not going to continue to get that type of content from me because you will. You will. That's a part of why I'm here. But today is me coming to you all, trying to change it up some. And I'm going to say this, or we are coming to you. It's not just me, because this has been a collective thought process coming from me and Revni in reference to where it is that we want to go from this point forward. And today it was discussing those videos. Tomorrow, I don't know, because we've got different ideas that we have, put into place. And I want to start putting them into place because, as I said, you can't stay in the thick of the heaviness. You do have to remove yourself from it. And with clarity comes just that. So, yeah, that's
Well,
where we're at.
life is like a river, so there are different cycles, and nothing is constant. So you gotta go with the flow. Sometimes you go deep, sometimes come up. So it's just part of life. And none of that has to do with who you are essentially, it's just how life goes.
This is another thing I'd like to say right now is that for those of you that do follow us, tell me, what would you like to see a little bit more of? Or what would you like to see? Any suggestions? What would you like to see us talk about? Even, is there that topic? I know I did say that, we were going to be moving away from the heavy topics, but if there is that topic that you'd like to see us discuss, please, you come across this, put it in the chat. Let us know. I am definitely, when I say I know that we're open. We are definitely open. You hear me say I, it's because I'm in an I moment right now. Okay? But this is definitely a collective live with Revneet and myself. So, yeah, we want to hear. We want to hear what you'd like to see us maybe do more of. And we'll
Yeah.
definitely be putting into consideration, what you're asking for. So, if there is that something, let us know. Let us know. In the meantime, we will be experimenting with some things.
Yeah. I think it's just sometimes, and that's what I was thinking today, that sometimes you're just not in that mode. Sometimes you have to recuperate and be by yourself. And I think we still showed up. We were really going through a difficult time and difficult time period and we were still showing up. So like you it's difficult to separate sometimes.
Yes.
And now that at least I'm getting out of it, and I know you are too, kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
let's roll now, let's do something different. But I just want to honor, whatever we did, but also, like you said, remember that consistent defensiveness can sometimes become a problem, and it can turn into judgment. And none of us are above the other. We all are um, we all are equal, and life is lifing, but in essence, we're all the same. So no judgment here. And like Hilda said, we would love to hear, like, if you have other ideas, something we should do. That would be
We are
really
all
nice.
spirit beings living a human experience.
Yeah.
Because when we leave this world, we will go back to spirit. That's why I say that. That's the way it
Yeah.
goes. So there are many dimensions to this human experience. And it's time. It's time to experience another dimension of this experience. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And do you want to talk about manifestation? Like,
What's that?
do you want to talk about manifestation? You were talking about it a bit.
Absolutely. I think you know what? This is the time to talk about manifestations, and
What do you
hopefully,
think about it?
oh, what do I think about manifestation? It's powerful. We are manifesting all the time, whether we believe it or not. You're
Yeah.
manifesting things that are pleasant and not so pleasant. The power of the mind, your thoughts, your actions, all play a powerful role in manifestation. So, yeah, I think it's something that this is definitely a good day to talk about manifestation. Like I said, we have that Lionsgate portal. This is the time. What are you manifesting? What great things? Don't share them. Keep them close. Don't share what it is that you're trying to manifest. But
Mm.
definitely have something that you are trying to manifest. Hopefully, it's something good.
Yeah, definitely. It's time to have fun. And
What do you think about sharing your manifestations, though? Because I said don't share. I know you know the reason why I say that, but why? Why is it that you think I say don't share
I think it's
what it is that you're trying
personal.
to manifest?
It's personal because it's just something that you want from life. And each one of us um, has that inbuilt. So ask whatever you want and be ready to receive. And that's the word. It's like a relationship between you and universe. I don't know. It has nothing to do with other people, I feel.
And not
And if
only
it
that, I
is,
say,
and if it is, it will be through the universe. So I'm not sure. Yeah, why before?
don't share what you're trying to manifest. Because oftentimes, you know what, we get excited and we want to share with everybody what it is, our new level or our new thought or what it is that, our next level. And if you look at anyone that has achieved success, they will let you
Mm,
know that they didn't share at a certain point because they had come to learn that everyone that was in their space and environment was not rooting for their success.
that's
Some
another
people
reason.
were observing them for a very long time to find
Yeah,
their weak spots. People will study you. Some of those people are your friends, some of those people are your family. And you know what? As you start to elevate, they become fearful. And so,
yeah,
they will create crises, whatever, to take you off your game. They will plant seeds of doubt to throw you off your game. And I'm sure if
that's
you
true.
have gained any kind of momentum, then you will know what I'm talking about. If you have
Yeah,
experienced almost achieving a goal and everything becoming, it stops, or you become
it's
disinterested
very much
because,
like you prepare the field and you don't keep uprooting and then planting, and you leave it be. And I think it's like that. You keeping your energetic space clean.
right, right,
You know,
right,
so it makes sense.
yes.
I'm
That's
really
which brings
excited.
me, huh?
I don't know. It's like I think that manifestation is such a beautiful process. It makes me so excited because, but then it requires work because if you're asking for something and subconsciously you are resisting it, that's the work you need to do. So there's, you know,
Like it's just as you said, keeping your energy field clean,
yeah.
and that's what I mean when I say about the thoughts that are coming into your that you're thinking, along with what comes out of your mouth, because all these things play a very powerful role if you're trying
Yes.
to manifest something. So, yeah, and that's where different people or circumstances can come in and, like I say, derail you from your game. So when I say
Yes.
keep the game, don't let anybody take you off your game, because we talk a lot about being distracted and distractions that are out there. There is a plethora. And you know what? Somebody's today's crisis or you know, today their crisis today is your distraction. So therefore, hence discernment. That doesn't mean that you see someone dropping dead or you know what, having a major heart attack in front of you, you say, I don't want that energy.
That's
Then
different.
you would react.
It doesn't
But my
happen
point being is, not
often,
everybody's having a heart attack.
not all the time.
No, no,
That's different, you know. But
right.
I feel like the conversations we had are very much preparing you for manifestation,
Absolutely.
because you need to be cognizant of what's going on. Like,
Clear.
people here are very much like questioning, how do you live alone? I'm like, what does alone mean? Like, it, I never feel it by myself, but people will. I'm just saying there's a projection. So if you don't know what's going
It's a
on, you can
projection.
internalize it, right? If you don't
And
know, and if you don't understand this concept, you can let that impact um, your choices, right? So
because you
you
got to
need to
learn
know
that
what's
the
going on.
power of being by yourself is a part of that the power of manifestation. There
Yeah.
is that level of being by yourself. And I just want to reiterate this one, that there's so much power that comes from being alone. And for those of us that know it and understand it, well, we know that, you know what, you've got so much that you are processing. There is that need to have copious amounts of time on your own, being alone, being in your own space. That's why so many of us are in either hermit mode or you call it hermit mode or isolation. Many of us are in isolation right now. We are protecting our energy. Many of us. So many of us are in isolation or in a hermit mode, because you know what? You are just you know, you're there because you are healing from wounds, and you realize that uh, you're trying to manifest being better. You want to get better. You want to get clearer. That's why the isolation is in
Yeah.
space. And see, the world tells you that you should go out, be around people, that you should go out and you should do something. When you're at this level, you know it is the complete opposite. You don't even want to be around out there and about and around people on that level.
Yeah. It depends.
It depends.
It
Yes,
depends.
it depends.
Because
Yeah, it does.
sometimes um, people need your input and your presence. And so it's just being cognizant, people that you love and love you. And then that's the difference. People who are using you, that's a different thing. Or people who are not trusting or whatever, shady people. That's different thing. But people who actually love you and care for you, um, and sometimes your community needs you. So just being cognizant of, sometimes people do need your light and your presence much more than you
Absolutely.
realize.
Absolutely. But by this time, hopefully, at this part of the journey, you will have been able to use your discernment. You
Yes.
have done that. So because some people are isolating because it is depression, there is that, though there is, and I do believe that, you know what, that is a place that you go. It's unhealthy to stay there.
It's unhealthy to stay there. Yes.
But there is that point. There's the healthy isolation
Yeah.
or hermit mode. And that is when your
Excuse me.
discernment is on that level of where, you know, you have already decided who can be in your space, who you've
Yeah.
already picked and chosen. And so you do have those people that you are still connecting with. I'm glad that you made
Right.
that point because, you know, my saying it the way that I said it, I don't want people to think that, you know what, isolation is the place that you go to hide from
No,
the world.
because
It's
remember,
not from
like,
hiding from the world.
it's again cycles of life. Sometimes
Right.
you need to isolate to self reflect or to work on your wounds, whatever it is. And then you come back and
Right.
share your gifts with the world. That's what this is about. You're not supposed to stay there because I know I have stayed there for a long time to self preserve. I mean, I had my reasons. Um,
Yes.
and that's where it's like cycles of life, but that's not me. Sometimes you can make that your persona, because you're
We
comfortable
got
there.
some messages here in the chat and I didn't even see them.
Yeah.
Huh.
People are most probably left.
Oh, come on now. Queef on the what? Let me remove that. I'm going to remove that. Hello. Hey. Jack 22. Hello. Good noon. Yeah, it is afternoon here. And then we have, I'm not even sure what that symbolism is, but hi there to you. Where are you from? I'm from Canada, and Ravneet is currently in India as well. I
Hello.
am
Hi,
only one
everyone.
who reigns supreme in heaven and earth. Well, good for you. You keep reigning, is what I'm going to say to you. You keep reigning. You be the God of your world. That's what I'm going to say to you. You keep being the God of your world. Yeah. Kept saying it, you know what, you have messages there, and then I realized I didn't even have the messages up. So hello, hello, hello. I saw that you did pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. That's all right. So for anyone that is listening to this playback, as I said, this is a bit of a different angle for us. So, but I think I'm going to get used to it and like it. I think that anything that you keep doing regularly, you know, I'll hopefully get better with it. For me, believe it or not, sometimes it's hard for me to get in front of the camera. And as a so-called content creator, well, that's exactly what we do. Doesn't mean that I'm okay once I do it, but truth be told, there are many things that, you know, that are happening in my everyday life that, you know what, I could be sharing with you, and I know I should, maybe with some things, you know what, I do want to share them with you, but listen, for me, when they're happening in the moment, I just grab the moment. I don't think to grab my phone. I am not that one that just thinks about grabbing my phone. And then I'm sitting here and thinking, I should have shared that. That would have been something really good to share with the folks. But as I said, I'm in my moment. So I'm gonna try and do a little bit more sharing a bit of my special things that happen inside my world. Maybe I will get back to that. Not maybe. I am going. I'm getting back to it. I'm getting back to that. How about
I'm not
you?
making I'm not making any promises.
No, no, you're not making any promises. I
Um,
made that promise because that's for me, and I'm gonna. And yeah, I'm gonna say it. I may as well say. I may as well follow through and just say that. I just said I don't want to share, and Spirit says you must. You must.
yeah.
You must keep sharing. So that's part of my assignment. And so I will. I will. I will be obedient and continue to share. On what
Yeah.
level? I don't know. You're going to get what you get. That's exactly what I mean. You're going to get what you get. So the fact that, but I will say this, I will keep my commitment to these lives.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. Hopefully as much as you do.
Are you
I hope
asking
that,
me?
you know what they, pardon me?
Are you asking me or
No,
people?
no. I did, that was,
Okay.
what do they
Okay.
call that? Uh,
Public.
just a question that was put out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that, you know what? The information that you do receive throughout the work that we are doing here, that it helps you along your journey. Just like today, when we hear good things happening, you know what? It kind of makes things feel good. That's why we shared it, or
And
that's why I shared it. That's why I wanted to do this. That's why we wanted to do this. So, yeah, just as much as the information that we bring about our journey and the different topics, not only to help us, hopefully in helping ourselves, the information will help you as you go through your journey. And if you look at all of our lives, they highlight parts of that journey. So
yes.
you kind of got yourself a little playbook if you're going through the journey and you want it from boots on the ground, from real people who are going through it, that are being authentic as authentic can be, because it gets pretty real over here. This is it. Do you have
Yeah,
anything
and
you'd like to say, Miss Lovely?
just honor where you are. Everybody is where they should be. Um and you're so loved and perfect, seriously. Because I really want to go there, and I feel like this we need to go back to being in the moment, being in life, really living our lives. That's where the juice is. It's not out there. It's not in stuff. It's in connections. It's in interacting with life, just normal stuff, like simple. And we are already doing it. So just enjoy that. That's the whole point of life. You know, it's not the big stuff.
Enjoying the human experience
Experience. Yeah.
as we
Just,
go through it. Yeah. Yeah.
just enjoying your morning tea, or just like I'm a very sensual person. So like food, flowers, like I need fresh flowers around me. Um, Good food. Like I love cooking, and like textures, breathable fabrics, colors, just feeling all of that, through your senses. That's what life is about. It's not the big stuff, like it's not. So just
What did
coming
you
back.
do today? What did you do intentionally today to help you make a greater day? What did you do today?
Mm, I think the moment a lot of things, I'm very mindful in little stuff. So when I
Yes.
wake up, the first time I see the fresh day, it's like, I don't know, something about that natural light. I love it.
Mm.
And then greeting my pet and like really giving them a hug. It's just, I'm so thankful. Um, and then just, again, I'm a foodie. So, you know, that's my love language. So anything I take in water or anything, I really feel that, that whole experience um, of taking in life and really being grateful. Um, what else? Spending time in nature. I was talking to the trees today, like just stuff like that. And I was very intentional about, I was making eye contact with certain people. Not all the time, I don't make eye contact, but sometimes I feel like certain people need support. So I'll just be cognizant. Um, there were um, pets around, people's pets. I just stuff like that. I'm just trying to pour into myself in some way, just sensually. Um, I did some self care, so that was very nourishing. I cooked some very nourishing food, all different colorful vegetables and stuff. That was really nice. And then I shared
Yeah.
with other people. That really made me happy. And then the other people receiving it also. Um, even if when they were shocked, but like that's the whole point. It's not waiting for stuff to happen. It's like,
It's a nice surprise for the person receiving,
yeah,
you know?
um, being thankful to people you meet, like the helpers, and just asking them, being very intentional about how they are, what's up, that's kind of stuff. Or people, the
Absolutely.
delivery people, like being very respectful and grateful for their service because they're people. Just stuff
Letting
like that. You
someone,
can, yeah, you can always give. If you're just present, there's so much to give and receive at the same time. If you're just
yes,
present,
yes,
you know.
yes. Yeah,
I like to
I,
do stretching and stuff and like feeling your body. That's the first thing I do every morning. I don't like touching, I don't like scrolling and stuff. I'm very intentional about my morning time. I don't talk either. Um, I just am very present with myself, and I like to journal every morning, make my morning tea and enjoy it, like ginger tea. Wow. Like I'm just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a very sensual person that way all the time. I'm just feeling stuff.
yes. Setting, I love that morning thing. You talk about that because, yeah, that is the start. That starts the whole premise for the day. And that's why for me, that's why I like getting up early. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the sound of silence.
Nature.
I
Yeah.
love being
Silence.
with the darkness on my own. I love being with the moon when everybody else is sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm a freak that way. I can't help it. I don't know. I say, where did this come from? But there is something powerful that happens for me almost every time. And when I don't get that, I do start to go through a little bit of a withdrawal, or there was some, if let's say if I got company and my whole routine has changed up, um, that thing
Yeah.
is not in place, like that morning,
Yeah.
complete morning silence that starts my day. Because first of all, for me, it starts off with thank you for just waking me up. Thank you for giving me
Yeah.
a chance to be a better person today than what I was yesterday. That was given
Yeah.
grace because, maybe yesterday I was an asshole. But today
Great.
I get to,
Gratitude.
what, put that into a better place. No, it is like, God, I really munched that one up, right? But just the fact
Yeah.
that, what, I've been given some grace here. And like you, I take, I have such a appreciation for the fact that I can walk,
Mm.
go down the road and experience the feet, the ground beneath my feet, the wind blowing through my friggin' body, the presence of the birds. The birds that always
Yeah.
seem to come out and, it might sound crazy, but I feel like they're coming out to greet me. Different ones with their verbal messages. And, maybe I don't got it all translated
I
yet, but I
believe
definitely know
you.
that they're there. What?
I do believe you.
Yeah.
Because they are
Yeah.
there for our consciousness and our human experience. Like,
But my cat, I
anyways,
gotta
it's
say, I am grateful for my cat in its presence every day. I'm so grateful for my Mufasa who shows up in ways that are so friggin' powerful. Like right now, he is underneath he's right beside me. He's right beside me and he's just stretched out and I got cold chills running through me right now because you know what? I'll tell you, that is my companion these days. And he is a powerful one. So I am so grateful for him. I've had him since he was a kitten. Just could hold him in my hand and to watch our relationship grow. Yeah, I'm gonna say that because he's a powerful, magnificent cat. He's a good cat. So yeah,
yeah.
I am very, 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 very grateful for him.
And I love collecting like nature gems like these. Like this
Oh,
is
me
look at this
too.
feather. Isn't it crazy? It's like I'm sure
It
it's
is
of
not.
it's what is that bird? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart now. You know that black and white bird? What is that called?
What? Black and white
That
bird? A
black
penguin? Penguin?
penguin? No. It's a bird, like the bird.
What did
I
you
have
say?
seen it.
Black
I
and white
just
bird?
yeah, what is the name? The
Black and white
woodpecker.
bird.
The woodpecker.
Woodpecker? Well, woodpeckers
Yeah.
aren't black and white. Well, not the ones I saw, anyways, but that's all right.
Yeah, like they have red hair.
Yes,
Well, I
yes.
think that's what they're called. I think that's what they're called. I think it's their feather. Hello,
Have
hi,
you had
LB Polite. I love your
Hello,
beautiful
I
long
love your
hair.
beautiful long hair. Doesn't she
Thank
have beautiful
you.
long hair? She
Thank you.
does. She does. She's a beautiful spirit. No, I'm not just saying that because I like her. No, seriously, I've gotten to know her. She's not that bad. And she was talking to you all about cooking. No, this girl can cook. I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm telling you something. I have seen some things that look so good. I can't wait for our connection. I can't wait for the day when the universe puts the two
I
of us
can't wait
together.
to I can't wait to feed you. But thank
I
you so much
know,
for
I
the
know,
compliment you both. Thank you.
I know, I
Um
know.
but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just looking for like the little joys. That's what life is for me. It's not the big stuff anymore. It's just normal stuff. Yeah. And that is not normal, by the way. That is where miracles are. So if you know, you know. But that's
That's where the miracles are in the small stuff. I'm telling you that because that's where I'm at. When I tell you, I'm at that point of where, you know what, I am removing myself from this system on so many levels. And like I said, that can either be, sometimes it is a bit of a lonely time, but it's like you said in the beginning of this conversation, you are never alone. I can honestly tell you all, I never really ever feel alone. I never feel alone. These
yeah.
trees are alive. I feel their energy, I feel their presence, and as I say that, and then the bird squawks. And you talk about the woodpecker, I got a woodpecker, and I can tell you, you look back at my videos, the same woodpecker that comes, he comes. He comes at that tree and he comes at that tree. What that message is, I just guess it's letting me know that he's around. He's around. I never feel.
Yeah.
I feel weird sometimes. Yes, I do feel weird sometimes. And why do I feel
There
weird?
are
Because I
times when
feel,
you do feel alone. Yeah. And
yes,
it's normal. Like human connection is different. And you do need it from time to time, and it's completely normal. And I really wish for you to have people around you that are actually fill you up, you know? Um, like for me too, like that's what I want. And I definitely, it's beautiful. But to not negate nature is also, we are part of nature. And um, to also not undermine that experience and connection we have with nature. Yeah.
I want to share something good that happened to me yesterday, and I'm going to say
Yeah.
this is, yeah, I want to share it because I want to give a shout out to someone. I haven't shared it, but you know, I'll tell you, for those of you that know me, I am one that, well, first of all, I do love nature, but I love my property. I love when I say I love my property, I like to keep my property in a very, I won't say pristine because that sounds like, you know what, it's I like to keep my property neat.
Mhm.
And as you've heard me speak in my previous videos, that you know what, we went through a very bad drought here last year, and I lost vegetation, and I also lost a good chunk of my lawn. So this year was all really about really trying to bring that back, and
Hmm. Hmm.
because I had such huge damage from the drought. But in the
Hmm.
letting it come back, I had overgrowth in some areas, sparsely in others, and I've not been mowing, not been mowing. So I go finally says, okay, I'm gonna go mow. Lawnmower's not working. Lawnmower's not working. If you know who I
Hmm.
am, you'll know that you know what, me watching my property, that it was starting to really, really bother me. And like I told you, you got to really watch what you're feeling and all of that when you're trying to manifest. And it was starting to get into the way because every time I would come out here and I'd say, oh, just, I got to get that lawnmower fixed. I got to get that lawnmower fixed. Well, don't you know, I had my neighbor, this is the power of spirit. I almost want to cry. Come down, mow, wouldn't take any money.
Wow.
My back was really bad. It was bad because, like I told you, what I had coming up was weeds and oh my goodness. I said, I don't care. I'm just gonna go there and mow it down. Yesterday, now I have family that live in the back. Well, they came and had their part done. And don't you know that that gentleman, that young gentleman, I'm gonna say your name, Ken, you are so appreciated because what didn't get done was the whippersnipping, and I had areas of him which needed to be definitely really, really done. And I was gonna do it when my stuff got fixed. He did it. He did it so immaculately too. I'm looking out there at my property, and I am feeling so blessed. But for
Um,
me, that's the power of how the universe shows up for me.
mhm.
And I tell you,
It
folks,
does.
that there is not anything that I've ever needed. So you might not feel like you have it all, but does the universe show up? It never,
Yes.
ever leaves you. And I just want to say, I didn't have to ask. And you're never alone. Even in those moments of where you feel like you are alone, you're never alone. That's the power of what I'm trying to talk about right here. And yeah, you're thinking, Jesus, you just mowed your lawn. I just told you.
No.
I'm anal. Maybe a little bit OCD. Okay? Universe said, we're not gonna let this fuck you up. Okay? Send in the sheep. Send in the sheep. And it did. And I said I wasn't gonna freaking cry. And I did. So something very powerful. So thank you, Ken. I don't know what your last name was, but I'm giving it to you right now. I'm giving you your props. You're really good at what you do. And thank you, Michael, my neighbor, who take
Aw,
my
that's
money.
so sweet and
So
kind of them.
yeah,
So
just
that's what I think we should start writing down experiences like that because we tend to forget and focus only on what's wrong, what's not working, but we forget
right.
what's actually happening and has always worked and keeps working, you
Yes,
know?
yes, yes.
Because it is, that's what I'm learning about myself too. Like all of this anxiety and all of this is because we've forgotten that these are just cycles and sometimes you have to wait and that doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It just means you need to wait. It doesn't
Those
mean
were
anything.
2 acts of kindness that I wanted to highlight
Yeah,
today because it was
I
kindness
love
that was
that.
done to me, for me. And I'm going to tell you the power that that
Yeah.
had. Those 2 people do not know how that has changed just this area of my life. And I also want to
Mm.
give a shout out to my cousin who lives down the road who is currently fixing my lawn here. Because God love him. You know, thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
Thank you, Malcolm.
I
I
love
don't
that.
want you to listen to this, and I want you to know that you are very appreciated.
That's
Very
what it is.
appreciated.
I mean, every time I felt like this is the end, it doesn't actually end. Something new comes up and people just come into your life and just help you
They
out and show
do.
you the next, yeah, next path, whatever is next. And you just have to keep going and keep believing and,
Yes.
keep loving and keep asking and keep whatever, whatever you
I
want.
just want to say too that you know what, I am so sick and tired of shedding my tears on these videos. You know what?
Why?
I'm sitting
I
up there.
wish I
I'll be
could.
crying again in another video. It's that no, nobody likes that cry face. Now you know that face that I'm
Who
talking about.
cares? Who cares?
No,
It's
listen,
something you
who
need to
cares?
actually journal about. Like, why does it? It's beautiful to be vulnerable and express your emotions. That's what
Absolutely,
makes you human.
absolutely,
But you
absolutely.
need to do some shadow work there. I feel like,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
me too. Like, I cannot.
Do you know? I'll tell you. You know right away. I'm gonna tell you when you said about that shadow work. I said, why am I so moved like that? Because this is also a girl that don't like to ask for help.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I can see
ooh,
that.
ooh. That one gets me.
Why though? That's something you need to ask yourself. Because that's the same thing with me, and um, because that's what I've seen. You know, but that's not the truth. We all need each other, and that's how the universe works. Like nothing is isolated
For
by
sure.
itself. Yeah, so you're gonna get love poured into you if you're ready or not.
Yes, I need to go get a tissue, folk. Listen, or it's gonna be running.
Oh my god, I I really like that about you. By the way, mm, these stars are so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How's
Now, I
everyone
just want to
doing?
say this that I was a little nervous about this trying this or presenting this.
Oh, you nailed it. What are you talking about?
Well, I just sit there and I think about the power of our conversations, the power of that of the energy that comes together when we get together. I don't even know why I was a little bit nervous about that and all that because I look at this discussion and it is like all of our discussion, it just reminds me so much of why I continue to do this, why we are together, why the universe put us together. And I
It's
gotta
the
tell you,
mind. Mind makes up stories. It's not the truth.
that's
That's the
right. The
challenge.
mind makes
That's
up
the
stories.
challenge.
It is not the truth.
That's the challenge all of us face. It's like we believe a lot of the stuff that mind says, none of that is true. The challenge is to keep going, persevering,
Yes. Yes.
keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And that goes for me too. I wasn't up for today's life either, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna
And do
show
you
up.
know that that is what the universe has been telling me? You need to get out of your comfort zone because you know that comfort, I tell you, that comfort can kill you. And you
Yeah.
know, you and that whole waking up, I realize why I'm being woke up. I'm gonna shove a stick up your ass if you don't keep moving. Basically, no, see, I said it like that because kind of pretty much it has to. Listen, I am a Cancer. I don't like change that much, okay? And I've been working with my change, okay? You can't get to your next level until you do. Okay, you gotta try something different, do something different. You gotta make another move, whatever.
I think I think it's about, I don't know how you process life in that way, but I think for you it's about love, and where you feel love you just kind of gravitate towards that. So you should focus more on where you feel loved and supported, even if
Absolutely,
it's uncomfortable.
absolutely, absolutely.
Because that's my thing too. I am scared of asking for what I want from life, because I feel like, again, it's the same thing like yourself, not asking for help, um, not feeling worthy sometimes of what I want.
Mm,
And if you don't know what love feels like, you will feel like you're not worthy of it, but that's not true. It's just your past. That's not you. You need to keep
that's
going.
right.
And that just means all the more that you're ready for it,
That's
because
right.
now you have lessons. You can choose better. So it's, again, you need to keep asking yourself when you get uncomfortable, why is that?
Yes, yes. You know,
I
we
need,
are
yeah,
half
yeah,
past
yeah,
the hour.
yeah.
That's how much of this conversation went its own way. Pretty powerful to me because you know it just flowed and it went. But I won't keep you or the folk much longer unless you got something else you want to share and say. Because I kind of feeling
Oh,
like, you know what, I did what I needed to do, and now I'm gonna go, and now I'm gonna dry up my sinus cavities and go and continue to make a great day. But
oh my
yeah,
god, you're funny.
yeah,
That's another thing. Continue to laugh, because that's something I'm trying to like push myself, and I have that side of me. I'm a goofball, but like, do more of that. Laugh more.
yes, yes,
It's not
definitely,
that serious.
yes, yes,
It's not.
yes. Life. Well, it's gonna be as serious as you make it. And then they say,
Yeah,
don't
but it's
sweat the
not
small
actually.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not.
You know, uh, don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah. So, and having said that, um, if you are just joining us or for the very first time, hit the subscribe button if you want more of this type of conversation and conversations that will help you along your path of healing. Because between my channel and Ravneet's channel, which with this particular video, I didn't put anything in the description. Truth be told, guys, I didn't. Um, that was a whole other story because just trying to set up that live in particular, oh my goodness, at least 3 times it kept taking me live. It would take me right live. I said, what is going on here? So I said, I'm just going to
Wow.
do the basics, and if it goes through this
Okay.
time, it goes through. So that's why there is no description in this video, and because it kept taking me live, so I don't know what was going on with YouTube that day. Maybe wanted me. Maybe it's telling me you need to just go live. You just need to go live. I don't know, but I wasn't. Not that day. Anyways, yes, please go check out Revneat's channel as well, because you will see our lives, any live that is done with myself and her, as well as with my channel. You will see the lives that we do together. Basically, saying that we both have our own channels, Winds of Reflection, and is Revneat's channel, and as you see, you are with Nova Scotia's Organic to the Land Stories. I am Hilda, that is Revneat, and if you want to see more of this, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Please click the like button if you are listening to this, and it certainly helps. It helps with this video's circulation. If, like I said, if you're feeling the vibe, in the meantime, make a great Wednesday, because I am going to continue to do that. You're going to continue to make a great Wednesday evening, because it is evening where you are
It's
at.
night.
And
I should. Yeah.
yeah, it is,
Yeah.
isn't it? Okay. So we'll be chatting, me and you. And on
Yes.
Saturday, we will be going live on Revneat's channel. And the topic is.
We're gonna be discussing about the movie Celestine
Yes.
Prophecy. I mean, I watched it a couple years ago and I need to rewatch. But yeah, let's just. It's an interesting movie. So
Celestial
if you're up
Prophecy.
for Celestine Prophecy, but um, if you're interested, please, we would love for you to join and in the discussion.
And we will be
But
giving
thank you.
our
Mhm.
feedback on that. Anyways,
Yeah.
make a great one. And as I said, make your great day. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Hilda.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.